Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Houston. Jarvis Landry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
It's just me and you. Check three.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Luck. Flush to his right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check out. 40. Line 54. Let him know. Line 40. Easy. Alert. Sponge. No. Protein spill. Joker. Check the backer. Check. Fresno.
On second down, it's Johnson. Past the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Luck got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Reggie. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Slam. 36. Quick dash. Come. Check. Crunch. Go. Ready.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Come on, boys, come on. Watch 81. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now, David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Colts have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down, Houston.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
20.
Now it's Hines. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready. Get him.
They go with Brown, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Rush in.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Texans 7.
Ready. Mike, 20 stop. Hey, watch the slip. Check. Lucky. 8. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
8. You got 4. Gun. Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Right, here we go. Right in. So we got man.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Let's go, baby. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Check.
Here's Locke. Got him in. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Motion.
On 1st down, it's Locke. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, You absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Right there, 56. Oh, yes, Paul. Alert 3. Strong right. Alert 3. 11.
Again, Locke. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
First down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Right, 40. 12. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Here's Locke. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
Twelve. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. Hey, Echo. Mike 56. Mike.
From the red zone now, Locke. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shift. Switch. 25, check 25. Check.
They go to Johnson again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the end. Let's go, Mexico. Greystone, travel. Shift. Hey, switch gears. Check 9. Chance. Check 3.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Into the secondary again. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Comes to me, it's me. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Exit.
Here's Hines on a toss play. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 59 yards for him on the ground. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the air now with Newton. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey! 47's the mic. 47's the mic. You go night-night. Don't go night-night. Hey, check.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts' 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
General West.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, Love. On the left side, Gallup's got it. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Lott. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Right. 54. Watch 54. Push him back. Push him back.
Luck on first down. He'll buy some time right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At the 37-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Luck now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And an alley to run. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. It's been a long day for you. Check. Hey, check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 31. Say. Middle. Go ahead. Switch it.
Luck going to keep it on the sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out,
yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Check, 47. We want this.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right here.
Here's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
47's the mic.
3rd and 2, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
I got it.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. David Johnson, 44 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott Good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
4 down. Watch out. Gun. 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch that in.
Throwing again. Newton. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40, the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Elliott Good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
First down.
What's that? Right to the 3. Check, 47. Double dog. That's the way. Show it up. Great.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
20. 8. Mike's by 4. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Newton to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Luck. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And here we go. Watch the pass. 11. Hey, wahoo! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Reggie. Drew pump. Kill.
Luck. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 5-4.
Now it's Luck. Flush to his right. This one complete to Scott Miller. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is right through. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure